Alright, everyone, welcome to Z.A.T.O, I Love the World and Everything in It. A visual novel that kind of caught me off guard because, well, the synopsis of it all is that a problem child goes missing, and it's up to, I believe, the main girl in the main menu over here to try and find her, as well as, I guess, spread her love all over the world. I don't know how that's gonna go. I absolutely know nothing about this VN other than the fact that it's actually pretty popular and it was well liked. And I'm very curious about it too, so it caught my eye and I'm going to check it out. So hope you all join me. Let's get started. I can already tell I'm gonna love the soundtrack. Did you know that our sun is a very unusual star? To start with, it's a yellow dwarf. Those constitute for just 7 to 10% of all stars in the universe. It's an outlier even among those. Most yellow dwarfs are primarily covered with dark spots. The sun isn't. The majority of its surface is bright. In fact, it has 3 times the number of light spots than it does dark spots. Sure, its overall brightness index is nothing special. You could even call it underwhelming compared to other stars of its type. But even so, it works harder than most to shine as bright as it can. And I find that really cute. I don't remember where I read about this. Must have been some newspaper from years ago. But that small piece of trivia still pops in my mind whenever I look up at the morning sky. It's not much of a view, to be honest. Not much of a sky, not much of a sun. I guess that's the kind of region it is. Some people say the sun is just lazing around in our parts, what with the constant snow. But people that go around saying that, well, they clearly haven't read the newspaper. The more I thought about things like that, and the more I learned, the more I realized how incredible everything is. I'm not just saying that to mean amazing. I mean improbable. You can't deny the world is full of great coincidences. It's to the point where I've begun to ask myself how much of it we can attribute to pure chance. The universe was so kind as to give us both a star and a planet with the perfect conditions for sentient life. Just the slightest fluctuation in the composition of our atmosphere, the size of the globe, or the distance between Earth and the Sun, and none of the beauty surrounding us would exist. Some would call it a miracle. And of course, that's a lovely way to put it. But isn't that giving the world we're living in too little credit? I am loving this dialogue, or should I say the description of the introduction so far. And the music? Oh my god. It meshes really well with what's going on. I love it. But it's not that I subscribe to the anthropic principle of anything. I'm not so arrogant as to believe the universe exists just for our sake. Or rather, I'm not so sure it exists solely to be observed. When a baby is born, it's not preoccupied with how it is perceived. That conscious need emerges later, as the child develops self-awareness. Until that point, its curiosity is aimed at its surroundings. So, if anything, it's the opposite of what the anthropic principle entails. We're social creatures, so the need to be observed makes sense for our survival. But to say the universe itself shares that priority, it just doesn't make sense to me. Although, you can also think about it this way. A child is curious about the world because it perceives the world as external. But what if the child is the world? What if all that it could ever observe existed within itself? What can the all-encompassing universe be curious about? There's nothing but itself. So nothing but itself. There's nothing else to care about in the whole wide world. It is the world. Duh. Wait. Now this makes perfect sense. If I put it like that, I guess the universe has no choice but to be self-centered. Ha! Ha! Oh man, yeah. Even if this wasn't the case when it was born, what if the universe developed a desire to be perceived by others as it matured? The same way that a child would. And what do we do when we want others to perceive us a certain way? We try to mold ourselves accordingly. Ah, I think I get it now. The universe gradually felt the desire to be seen. It wanted to be admired, loved, and observed because there's nothing more a world can do but to observe itself. It's the best and only pastime there is, as far as the world is concerned. And if observation is good, more observation is even better. I wonder if they're showing us a school. Or an institution, perhaps. Of course, an endless universe can observe itself endlessly. You can say that its observation value equals infinity. That value may seem absolute, but it isn't really. Not in mathematics. Infinity plus 1 exists. It's a value that the universe could never reach as a singular, albeit infinite observer. So it had to create new, finite observers to add to its infinity. It needed to create sentient life. Sentient life is the plus 1. When I put it like that, it sounds like all of us are extras at a party. Now isn't that fun? That's such an interesting description too. This vast mighty universe changed itself so meticulously to make new observers possible. It's fine-tuned all of its systems so precisely. Just to have us here. It worked so hard just to share its one joy with us. Us! Wordless insects. Oh no. Oh no, this can't be. That's cute. That's really cute. Ah, I should have expected this. I should have known the infinite universe would be infinitely cute. This world truly is wonderful. Wonderful. Wonderful! Ira Grachevskaya is missing. I hope I pronounced that right and didn't butcher it. Because that would suck. So a student is missing. Asya. Huh? I look up from my desk. A low hum runs through the class. Grachevskaya. What? Seriously? She's just skipping. Nah, she ran off with that one guy. You saw? No, but come on. You know her. She's totally... Silence! The teacher taps her journal on the desk. Ira's parents filed the report yesterday night. They haven't seen her since she left for school. Another round of whispers. The teacher raises her voice. So if any of you have any information that might help in finding Ira, please report to the teacher's office or the police after class. That is all. On to the lesson. A chair creaks in the back. Vadim. Oh, quite the name. Wait, you really expect us to just study like normal after hearing that? Yeah. We're shocked, you know. We're worried sick. Seriously, our classmate's missing. Our friend. Iraka. Huh. I'm really trying to figure out how I'm going to pronounce that. The room fills with repulsive giggles. Cut it out. Garen, sit back down. The teacher's voice sounds just as dry as it did when she broke the news. She turns towards the blackboard to write down the date. We all know the situation will probably resolve itself just fine. So let's not act dramatic. If you have anything valuable to say, I'll be happy to hear it in the office. She puts the chalk down and begins the lesson. It's December 19th. A bird flies past the window. Wow, you know, that was such a nice introduction because it went from essentially serenading the universe, the world itself, and then it cuts into immediately someone missing. You know, it was giving you basically these, I guess you can say, happy-go-lucky feels, and then only to hit you with like a slight melancholic moment where you're like, wait, whoa. We were just serenading the universe and all of a sudden someone's missing. Disappearance? Give me a break. Aren't you supposed to wait 3 days or something? That's a myth. You can file a missing report whenever, especially if it's a kid. Oh yeah? Hey, let's report each other missing and see who they find first. Ha! You're on. No, but seriously, what's with the sudden hubbub? So she didn't come home. Big deal. I thought wandering off was her whole thing. Right? That's just Grachevskaya for ya. Bet her parents just want some attention. Like they need any more of that. I mean, I've heard some weird cases. Yeah, never say never. Crazy genetic. Okay, so I take it that Ira is the outcast of the class, and she likes to always be essentially to herself, which is why all the class doesn't care about her or thinks that this is just the norm. That's unfortunate too. There are a lot of kids like that in most schools these days too. You think she's in some crack house now? No way. Do we even have any? I wish. What the hell's wrong with this guy? At least there'd be something fun to do. Honestly. Hey. But she's like, for sure with the guy, right? The guy? You don't know? Bunch of people have seen them together. It's some older dude. He's like 30 or something. Ew. You serious? Yeah, it's so trashy. I slowly walk behind my classmates as we head to the next lesson. It's irritating. Their conversation is ticking me off. I'm not sure why. I know why. It's not as if they aren't making sense. It's not unusual for Ira to wander off somewhere on her own. I'm not treating this news with any real gravity. Really, I'm no better than them. There is a trace of worry in my head, but it isn't directed towards Ira. Instead, when I first heard about her disappearance, the thought that flashed into my mind was rather ugly. Now nobody will come to save me. Wow. Gross. But regardless of what people are saying, and regardless of what I personally think, that's still a missing person. Her poor parents must be so worried. Just picturing it makes me feel glum. I'm not surprised Ira would just run off somewhere without telling anybody, but still. It's not like we've ever been friends. It would be stranger if I acted all torn up about it, right? She's just that kind of person. Always getting herself in trouble, always hanging out in places she's not supposed to be at. They're right. This wouldn't be the first time Ira left for God knows where. But is it really true? The stuff they said about older men? I've never seen or heard anything like that. Even though this whole time. I suppose it's plausible, knowing how some girls are. Even so, I'd never have thought Ira would be the type to be love-struck like that. Love-struck, huh? When I put it that way, then it's almost... Yeah, it's most definitely cute. Ira in love. Forbidden love, too. Wow, I'd never have guessed. So I take it she's the type of girl to find most things cute, huh? Even the odd things in life. I never took that girl for a romantic, but she is a girl at the end of the day. And she does like those types of books. So perhaps she was planning to elope all along. Ah, crap. It's all so complicated. I'm really torn on this. I really am. On one hand, it's super romantic. Such beautiful young love with no regard for what anyone thinks. It's so incredible. I like how this is the conclusion she's jumping to as well, because she's so focused on that subject. It's incredibly cute. But on the other hand, I'm really sad. It's selfish and it's dumb, but if Ira is really gone, it's like I've got nothing to hope for anymore. Hey, Shubina. You know anything about this? No. Why would I? Well, you two are pretty close, right? Their whole group chuckles. We weren't. No? No, not at all. Really? I thought you two were dykes. Oh, this guy is a jackass. Aw, come on, dude. Your name is Vadim, for crying out loud. You have no right to make fun of her. What? They all erupt in laughter. We weren't... We didn't even talk. Vadim, you dumbass. Kacheskaya is screwing the old guy. She ain't like that. I don't know. Some chicks swing both ways. You never know these days. I don't. It's... Look at her face. Chill out, Shibina. We're just kidding. Jeez. Why are you getting so scared anyways? You really are a lesbo or something? I'm not. They just keep laughing. What can I even say to that? You can tell them to fuck off. No matter what I do, they just keep laughing. If Ira came in through the door right now and heard what they were saying, all hell would break loose. I mean, she only disappeared a day ago. She's probably just coming late today. She doesn't even know there's a missing report. Maybe she has already left her lover's place. Maybe she's trudging through our snowy schoolyard as we speak. No. She's already inside. She's already left her wet puffy jacket in the cloakroom. And now she's going down the corridor. Up the stairs to the left. That's right, she's coming. She's gonna storm in any minute now. Right, that's it. I hear her. I can hear her footsteps. She's coming. Ira's coming. What's with that face? You look like you're holding in a shit. She's totally a lesbo. I'm not. I've never talked to her, I told you. The steps walk past the classroom. Now that they're closer, they don't sound like her at all. They never sounded like her in the first place. Well, maybe not with her, but like in general. Yeah, you don't have a boyfriend, right, Shibina? Why is that? Huh? I don't know. Dude, look at her. Be real. Come on, don't say that. What? You want to be her boyfriend? Hey, Shibina, want to go out with Igor? Oi! What? Come on, he's a great guy. Right, Igor? You treat her right. Piss off, man. I'm not doing this. Yo, Vadim's a jackass, man. I don't like him. I bite my tongue. There I go again. Bad habit. It's not like it works anyway, so why do I keep doing it? I plop down at my desk and start mindlessly flipping through the textbook. I need to stop indulging fantasies like that. It just makes me feel stupid every time. If Ira came in through that door and beat them up right then and there, would it really help my case? I mean, it'd make most of us feel better. Me especially. I don't like that guy. He's a douche. They probably keep saying those same things behind their back. And to my face. I guess it really would be for the worse. Yeah, I shouldn't have wished for that. If Ira saw that, it would just add fuel to the fire. So it's a good thing that she didn't interfere. It's a good thing. It's a really great thing. Huh. At least these guys don't bother me for the rest of the day. Everyone's too preoccupied with gossip. I can't focus on studying either. I keep thinking. The last time I saw Ira, the teacher says her parents saw her leaving in the morning, but she didn't show up to class. That part's nothing new. Ira always has had bad attendance record, so I assume she skipped as usual, and went to see that man they talked about. Did she go to him right away? Because in that case, yesterday evening... Go home, Asya. Was that the teacher? The teacher's office, was it? I'm kind of scared of going straight to the police, but I should probably report that. Not sure if it will be of any help. And for some reason, the idea of telling anyone what I saw, something about it just doesn't sit right with me. But there's no logical reason for that. I need to get over myself. Sure, she's probably fine, I know that. Freaking everyone knows that. But if she's not, well, I'm gonna regret it big time. Oh, but I might also be tearing star-crossed lovers apart. If Ira really ran away to be with someone that she cares about so deeply, away from society's ridicule, would it really be right to ruin it? Crap. I have to admit, I'm also a little judgmental. I mean, it's really beautiful. I do believe that judging love like that is ugly, but whenever I start to consider it closely, I just can't brush off how much older that man is. I just can't. Ugh, I don't really know better than the rest. Wait, that's it. So that's why I don't want to tell anyone about what I saw. It must be the good in me screaming, don't ruin their good fortune. They're probably so happy together right now. It's none of your business. I highly doubt that, but if you want to take it that way, I wouldn't really, hold it against you. Gosh, yes, that must be it. That explains everything. Should I follow my heart then? Should I keep silent? It's not as if what I had seen will make a difference. It was kind of inconsequential. There's no point in telling anyone about it at all. It's not the kind of information that points to any particular location or culprit. Not that there is one. So, let's keep silent, and everyone will be happy. I'll be happy. The good irrational me will be happy, and the code reasonable me will be happy as well. Yep. Good job, Asya. You solved it. Ah, it sure is nice to have a clean conscience. Whoop. No need to loaf around here any longer. Guess I better head home. Counterpoint! What if, and bear with me here, what if Ira is actually missing? Despite all odds, there's always a possibility that she is in danger. If there's even the tiniest chance that my report will help in finding her, then that info is worth providing. And if she really did elope with her beloved, then my testimony won't change a thing. It's worthless at worst. That's true. If I carefully weigh the pros and cons, that off chance of Ira being in danger and my words being the key to saving her makes for a strong argument. Her two sides at odds with each other are so interestingly unique. I like it. Whoa. My words being the key to saving her. Wow. Yeah. That would be so amazing. And then, I'd come and visit her in the hospital, and she wouldn't know how to thank me. She'd say, I shouldn't have. She'd say, I told you to leave me alone, dummy. But then I'd just shake my head and respond, it's nothing. I was just doing what I was supposed to. No. I gotta come up with something cooler. I don't need to think about that. Wait. Why is she in the hospital? Do I hope Ira ends up in the hospital? Jeez, of course not. I don't need my freaking testimony to save her. I hope my testimony is useless because she's already home. Or is calling home telling her parents how happy she is with the love of her life. That's what I hope for. Ugh, I just keep having stupid thoughts today. I'm not lying, I'm very entertained by your thoughts, Missy. At least, I know what I should do now. I've made my decision. I'm going to the teacher's office. Where was it again? I doubt they expect anyone to come. I'll probably look kind of silly. Won't be the first time. Well, who cares? Walking, down the staircase, to the right, down the hall. There! That's the teacher's office. Oh! A girl. There's a girl standing there, right by the door. I think I've seen her before. Is she an upperclassman? Our town is really tiny, and so is our school. If I were a better person, I would know her name. She turns to look at me. I'm not sure what she's expecting, so I nod a little. Is there a queue? A queue? To the office? Oh no! I'm just waiting for someone. Ah, okay. Hey. What? You're Asya, right? Yes. How'd you know? That's kind of a loaded question. How do we know anything? I mean, it's not like we have lots of faces to remember here. You know me too, right? Sorry. Really? Gah, that's what I was talking about. It's not that I don't care to remember everyone's names. I just don't know where other people get them from. They say that in tiny cities like this, everyone knows each other, but that's just not true. We learn about people outside of our immediate circle through gossip or common friends. But I haven't made any new ones since the day Tasha left. And gossip. Sure, sometimes I overhear my classmates chatting about this and that. But I don't like listening to them. I don't like their voices, so I try not to pay them too much attention. Wait, when I put it like that, it kinda does sound like my fault. My point is, when people regurgitate that idea of everyone knows everyone, the word everyone doesn't include me. The name's Marina. That's a nice name. Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. You got something to share about Grachevskaya? How did you know? What do you mean, how? How? We had an announcement, same as you. They told us to report to the teachers and all. Ah, I see. For some reason, I thought they only broke the news to us, Ira's classmates. Wow, I don't think she realizes how self-centered she is in a little bit. But it makes sense that they at least give the upperclassmen a heads up just in case they happen to know her. Which means you also know something about Ira? Yep. Ah, that's great. So, you talked to the teachers already? Sure did. Wow. And what did you tell them? That's between me and the investigation. You can't just spout out info like that in the open, Asya. The wall's got ears. Oh. I understand. Sorry. Okay, well, you don't have to apologize. Crap. I'm making an awful first impression. Not only did I not know her name like I was supposed to, but now I look like I don't know the first thing about vigilance. Who am I kidding? I really don't. I'll just go in then. Marina suddenly blocks my path. No, you won't. I'm sorry? You're not telling them anything. She gestures with her finger to the tact of each syllable. Why? Because. A bad feeling stirs up in my chest. Please don't tell me it's gonna be the same thing as my classmates. Is this because I acted rude? I didn't mean to. Well, I never mean to. I just can't help it, can I? We just met, and I've already managed to mess everything up. Damn it. I desperately search her face for signs of mockery, but weirdly, I can't find any. I've been waiting for you. Huh? Surprise? Of course I am. No, wait. This has to be some stupid ruse. I'm going to believe this girl and then she'll just laugh in my face about it. I'm serious. Ira told me about you. Really? Yeah. Oh gosh, they talked about me? Wow. I'm shocked Marina is being as friendly as she is, considering the kind of description Ira could give. Wait, does this mean she is a friend of Ira's? For some reason, I never thought about her having any. At least, not at school. That was really presumptuous of me. I wonder what Ira is like when she's with friends. I know you saw her yesterday. I figured you'd want to report it, so I ran here as soon as classes ended. I guess it'd be easier to catch you between lessons, but haha. I reread the same thing again. I thought it was a new line. I got so caught up in all of those stupid rumors. It kind of slipped my mind. She knows. But hey, what matters is that it all worked out. So, why are you stopping me? Aha. Well. Marina looks around the empty corridor before lowering her voice. If you tell them about yesterday, you'll make everything worse. Huh? Let's not talk about this in front of the office, okay? Come on, let's go. She takes a step back and beckons me with her hand. I'm not sure what she has in mind, but it doesn't seem like a prank. Still. Wait. I know I was probably fine, but isn't it better to play it safe? The faster we share all we know with everyone, the... Quiet, you! I just said that we shouldn't talk about stuff where the adults can hear. What? Marina grabs my hand and starts dragging me down the corridor. She's not exactly being quiet either. All of my stumbled protests sound weak. They might as well be white noise to the other girl. Yes, I spent half the day doubting whether I should report at all. So what? I carefully examined my options and came to my own conclusion. I deserve to see it through. I deserve to testify. But some part of me is relieved that the ultimate choice was made for me. I mean, that silly gut feeling I thought I overcame with reason has come out on top. So there was something to it in the end. So I was right. My heart was right. Sure, I can't actually know that since I'm yet to hear what Marina has to say. But this can't be pure chance, can it? And if it's not, what does it actually hinge on? Did Marina show up because the world needed to stop me for the sake of something more important? Or did Marina show up because I subconsciously wished for something, for anything to stop me? Wow, you really put yourself in the center of the world, huh? I like learning about the main character through this type of internal dialogue. She has such an interesting personality. Whatever it was, I guess I don't mind this after all. I think I'll stick to the grander narrative angle for the time being. The world bending itself to the will of some worthless gnat is a preposterous idea. But it wouldn't be the first time for me, would it? And the fact that the world, for any reason, has decided to guide me towards the right path, That's so endlessly sweet. Down the stairs to the lobby, to the coat room. I don't resist anymore. Marina drags me along, and I can feel my doubt turning to excitement.